Hey guys, what's up? It's Wenji. Today we're gonna be watching another true story animation called My Mom Faked Being Pregnant So That We Would Love Her. I can't believe these are true stories. I've heard of many people faking being pregnant, but I always wonder, wouldn't people realize you're not gonna have the baby in 9 months? I feel like if you're gonna lie about something to do something, don't make it that obvious. Not that lying is great. You have 9 months. Is this really worth 9 months of happiness? And then maybe forever of everyone not trusting you and not believing in you? I don't know, but let's watch this story. Maybe she has a good reason why she did it.
Hey guys, I'm Nora, and what I'm about to share with you is a secret that brought a lot of embarrassment to my family. Well, it's hard to keep it a secret anymore because my mom's twisted lie didn't hold for too long,
Yeah, 9 months.
although it did cause damage that could never be fixed. It taught me a huge lesson. A lie may work in the present, but it has no future. You see, I used to have a normal life. I grew up in a normal family with the most loving dad, whom I consider being a mentor and a role model in life. My mother,
I can see why problems already arise. I feel like she's playing favorites here.
however, was never that loving. I could never put all the pieces together and understand why she was never around, or why she never told me, I love you. Not even once. But
Ooh.
that was the norm for me, and I never gave it much attention.
You know what? For an Asian family, I feel like that's pretty normal.
Until one day, I found out that her odd behavior had a crazy explanation.
Hmm.
She had been keeping a really dark, 15-year-old secret that eventually came out and changed everything.
Ooh, I want to know the secret.
It pains me to say this, but as I grew older, my mom became even more distant. She didn't approve of anything I did. And believe me, I was really trying to be a good daughter. My mother only cared
Feels, guys, feels.
about herself. She loved to go out with her friends, shop for the most expensive things, or party all night long. She never cooked or cleaned, never helped me with my homework or kissed me goodnight. Also, her relationship with Dad was always tense and cold. I haven't seen them hug or smile at each other in ages. And now I realize that's not normal. They barely talk to each other anymore, which makes dinner evenings really awkward and uncomfortable. Mom never worked a day in her life, meaning that the comfortable lifestyle that she so very much enjoyed was because of Dad.
Well, I guess that's a pretty comfortable life, guys.
Yes, he worked, and still works, a lot, and didn't really have the time to give Mom the attention she so desperately wanted all the time. Soon enough, their marriage hit rock bottom. Their entire relationship had fallen apart because when Dad was home, all he wanted to do was sleep, or be alone and read a book. Unfortunately, Mom had demands and expectations. She used to scream at Dad. Why didn't you take the trash out? Can't you see the house is a mess? Why can't you make more money? Poor Dad. He never said anything to her until one day when he had enough and just left. But not before whispering in my ear, in the end, everything will be all right, Nora. I blamed him for leaving me alone with Mom, and I remember crying for nearly a month. I truly thought I had lost him for good. As the
That's
days
so
and
sad.
weeks went by, Mom got crazier and crazier. I don't want to see you, Nora. Get out of the room. And she kept repeating those phrases for 2 whole months.
Ooh, that's gotta be harsh. I wouldn't want to live with someone like that. It's kind of sad that the relationship broke down like that.
One day, out of the blue, Mom finally got out of her room. I couldn't believe my eyes, but she was actually smiling.
Oh.
I asked her if everything was okay because she seemed better. Without hesitation, she replied, I'm perfect, Nora. I figured out a way to bring Dad back. I thought to myself,
Oh, this is when it gets real messy.
oh wow, this is amazing. We were going to be a family again. Yay! That day, Mom had the brightest smile on her face, and I couldn't figure out why until she told me. I'm pregnant, Nora. And she showed me the test was positive. OMG, I thought to myself.
How did she get that test? You can't fake it like that, right?
Always wanted a baby brother or sister. And at that moment, I honestly believed Dad would finally come back when he hears the news. Mom and I decided to break to Dad the news together. She told me to call him and ask him to come by the house to talk. He agreed to stop by, and after 30 minutes of how are you and are you doing okay, Mom asked me to tell Dad the big news. With tears in my eyes and filled with excitement, I screamed, We're gonna have a baby! Because I was so happy at that moment, I didn't realize that he didn't even flinch. I thought, he's in shock. He's gonna be fine. And I continued my victory dance.
I love that
One
dance.
week later, Dad moved back to the house. And for the first time in my life, things were getting better in the family. Mom stopped being cold and demanding, and she actually began showing some respect towards Dad. She came home after a doctor's appointment to tell us the pregnancy was evolving perfectly and that we were going to have a baby girl. A sister? Holy moly, finally!
Oh, that's cute. I want to know that 15-year secret though. It still hasn't been revealed.
5 months later, I could see Mom's belly growing beautifully. We decided to name the baby Sophia and organize a baby shower with all of our closest friends. Everyone had the best time at the party, except Dad, who didn't seem like himself. Maybe he still can't believe that he's going to be a father again.
Well, I guess if he saw her belly, you can't really trick people like that, right?
Right after the party, I went upstairs to look for my phone, but I remembered it was in the living room. So I came back and caught Mom having the most secretive conversation with her BFF. I can't believe it worked. They actually believe I'm pregnant, my mom said.
Oh.
Apparently, the pregnancy test was rigged. She actually drew another line with a red pencil to make me believe it was a real test.
Wait, isn't that obvious though? If you look carefully. I've done it before in one of my videos. I don't know if you saw the prank.
And I fell for it. I instantly froze, couldn't move my arms or legs, and just stood there hoping to wake up from a really bad nightmare. OMG, Mom, why would you do that? I felt angry and frustrated and just couldn't believe she would do such a terrifying thing.
Here you go.
Fake a pregnancy just to get back with Dad. I wanted so badly to tell him the truth, but I couldn't. At the end of the day, I was just his 14-year-old daughter. What if he didn't believe me? I kept my mouth shut for another 2 months and watched how my mother's belly was getting bigger and bigger. Unbelievable, right? I had to find a way to expose her. I decided it was time to take matters into my own hands. I sneaked into her room the next morning while she was in the shower and placed my phone above the TV, right between some books so that she couldn't see it. I hit the record video button and quickly hid under the bed as I didn't have time to get out.
That feels pretty dodgy.
Can you believe there were like 10 pillows in different sizes under the bed? All of them were Mom's baby at different stages of her pregnancy. She got out of the shower, got dressed, and stretched her hand right under the bed to get one of the pillows. She almost caught me, but thank God she didn't reach far enough to sense I was under the bed. That day was probably the weirdest of my entire life because I had to face her. I had to look her in the eyes and pretend I still believe she's pregnant.
What kind of person does that, guys?
As she was getting dressed, she started shouting for me. "Where are you, Nora?" And I was right there, under the bed, when all of a sudden the phone that was recording her started beeping. Oh no. Fortunately, she thought the sound was coming from another room, and she left to check it out. Right on time for me to grab it, stop the recording, turn it off, and pretend I just entered the room. "I'm right here, Mom." At that very instant, as she was looking straight into my eyes, I could feel she knew I had uncovered her lie. But
oh, she's smart.
She didn't say anything and just left, slamming the door behind her. That evening, before Mom returned home from yet another fake appointment, I decided to show the recording to my dad. Mom's secret was killing me, and I had to tell him the truth. I approached him and said, "You have to press play, Dad, and please, don't hate me." He watched the video until the end, and believe it or not, he started laughing afterwards. He said,
"What? Okay, I'm so confused. Why would he laugh?"
"Oh, Nora, I knew about Mom's lie from the very beginning." I was like, "What? You know? And you didn't say anything?"
He's smart.
It turned out that Dad only agreed to get back with Mom to be close to me again. Also, he had planned to ask Mom for a divorce for quite some time, but he was aware that he couldn't get full custody without proving she wasn't capable of raising a teenage girl. So he waited patiently to see how her master plan unfolded. Now, he had all the evidence in the world to demonstrate to a lawyer that Mom had serious psychiatric problems.
Oh, wow. He really big brain.
I have the best and smartest dad in the world. The next day, his lawyer came by the house to break down the news to my mother. She couldn't believe the papers in front of her were divorce papers.
Seems obvious.
The lawyer brought real evidence that proved Dad was unable to have kids anymore, and we showed her the video too. Mom burst into tears. Her plan failed big time. She admitted to the lie, started crying and begging for forgiveness. Sadly, she didn't get any. I have to congratulate my dad for having the patience to live with us for nearly 5 months, knowing about Mom's lie all along. He's a really tough guy. I give him that. But soon enough, I found out that my mom didn't have it easy too. In fact, I started to understand why she was such a troubled person.
Oh, now we get to the secret. Maybe we can develop some understanding and empathy.
On the court day, Mom decided it was time to share with us the secret she had been keeping for 15 years. A shocking secret that made me lose trust in my own mother.
Ooh.
As the trial was happening, my mom stood up in court and claimed with anger that my father cannot have custody of me because the fact is that he is not even my father. Everyone who was present at court looked shocked and they started talking. My mother ignored the noise and she kept going. Yes, that's right. We got married because he thought I was pregnant with his child. I had a big secret that was eating me from the inside, and I was forced to live with it for 15 years. She then looked at me and said, "That's right, Nora. Go take a DNA test and you'll see."
Oh no, that's the worst.
I was speechless. Could that be actually true? I looked at my dad and he was furious. "You are a liar. First you fake your pregnancy and now this? No test in the world can deny that I'm not Nora's dad, you monster," he screamed. And then I decided that I didn't even want to know, because the person standing there is my dad. "That's right," I said with a loud voice. "I don't believe you, and I don't care what you say. For all I know, this person cares about me the most in this world, and he is my dad." Everyone looked surprised by my response, especially my mother,
She's making me cry, guys. It's so emotional.
who later lost the case and currently has no right to even visit me. Twisted, right? I know I'm only 14 and I shouldn't judge, but what Mom did was not okay. What kind of mother treats a daughter like she did? It's been a year since I moved in with my dad, and in all honesty, I've never been happier. Right now, I can't forgive my mother for what she did. At least, not yet. Maybe I don't have the maturity to do it. Or maybe she doesn't deserve my forgiveness.
Oh guys, that was so moving. I started getting really teary towards the end. There's something about undying, unconditional love that makes me super emotional. I am a movie crier, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. What did you guys think of it? This is crazy. I can't imagine anyone that's capable of doing something like this. Maybe I'm just naive. I hope you enjoyed this true story animation, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Bye guys, love you. Mwah.